This is the second part of the family member information leaflet. Part 2, protecting your data. Data protection. There are 15 important points about your rights. The following points relate to any information, including personal information, that relate to you or to your family member as part of this study. 1. We will be using your family member's personal information in our research to help us understand the challenges that patients face when they have a stroke. We want to see if we can find common issues that people describe or experience so that we can improve care and services in future. 2. We will rely on Article 6.1e, Public Interest, and Article 9.2j, Scientific Research Purposes of the General Data Protection Regulations to process your family member's personal data. Your family member's data will be shared only within the research team. However, if it is deemed important to the care of your family member, it is possible some information may be shared with your family member's medical or stroke team. You will be made aware if this arises as a concern. If your family member came to Beaumont by ambulance, we will ask the Dublin Fire Brigade to tell us the times associated with their 999 112 call and their response times. 4. Data from this study will be stored for a maximum of 5 years and then it will be destroyed. 5. As this is an inpatient survey, there is a risk of a confidentiality breach due to the nature of how wards are designed, with the beds very close together, separated by fabric curtains. Every effort will be made to carry out the survey in an office with a closed door. However, this is not always possible or clinically appropriate to any individual patient. The implications for you are that some people on the ward could potentially overhear our conversation during the survey. RCSI has strong cybersecurity in place, and its cloud-based data storage server is maintained to the highest level of security and monitoring. However, in the unlikely event of a cyberware attack resulting in a data breach, you will be contacted by the research team directly and notified without delay. The RCSI will contact the Data Protection Commission. Significant protections are also in place to minimise any data stored in hard copy format on the RCSI campus. However, should any breach occur, you will be notified immediately by the doctoral researcher, Dr. Deirdre McCartan, and the RCSI Data Protection Officer will be informed. 6. You have the right to withdraw consent to personal data being used in this research project. You will be able to do this by contacting the doctoral researcher Deirdre McCartan at 089 444 8401 or Deirdre McCartan at rcsi.ie. That's DEIRDREMCCARTAN at rcsi.ie. 7. You have the right to lodge a written complaint with the Data Protection Commission, 21 Fitzwilliam Square South, Dublin 2, Ireland. There is also an online portal for complaints on dataprotection.ie. Alternatively, the telephone numbers of the Data Protection Commission are 01 765 0100 or 1800 437 737. 8. You have the right to request access to your data and a copy of it. 9. You have the right to restrict or object to the processing of your data. 10. You have the right to have any inaccurate information about you corrected or deleted. 11. You will have the right to have data about you deleted unless such a request would make it impossible or very difficult to conduct the research. Example, a request to delete data at the very end of a research project just before it's due to be published. 12. You have the right to data portability. This means that you have the right to move data from one data controller to another in a readable format, such as a printout. So, for example, to take a printed or electronic copy of your data from RCSI to another institute. 13. Your data will not be subject to any decision based solely on automated decision-making tools or profiling. Automated decision-making tools do not require human involvement in decisions, while profiling is where certain aspects of personal data are automatically analysed based on algorithms in a similar way to advertisements generated from previous clicks on the internet. 14. Your data will not be used or processed for reasons beyond the studies in this research. If you consent to be contacted 3 months after your discharge about a possible follow-up interview, then your personal data will be used to contact you at that time, and the results of your survey will be reviewed along with your family members' medical records. 15. Your data will not be transferred outside the European Union. Where will I get further information? If you have any further questions about the study, or if you want to opt out of the study, you can rest assured it won't affect the quality of treatment you or your family member get in the future. If you need any further information, please contact Dr. Deirdre McCartan, telephone 089 444 8401 or email deirdremccartan@rcsi.ie. DEIRDREMCCARTAN@rcsi.ie, or you can write to IPASTAR, that's IPASTAR, Collaborative Research Group, Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland, School of Population Health, Boleyn House, Lower Mercer Street, air code D02DH60. Thanks so much for taking the time to listen to this information.